Welcome back to the channel, lads. It's episode 29 of our Blackburn Rovers career mode, and we will begin today's one with a game in the Europa League against Karabakh. The good news is we are not traveling to Azerbaijan. That would have been a long travel for us before returning back to England to face the likes of Newcastle and Chelsea, our next games. They're just about hanging on to that 22nd place right now. And that means, of course, if they go on to finish, as long as they finish in and around that between 9th to 24th, they will go through the playoffs places for the next round. And the teams finishing in the top 8, they automatically go on to the next stages of this competition. I've got to say, we're looking good value for money right now to finishing in the top 8. And a win for us here against Karabakh, that would go a long way and one step closer to that automatic qualification places. But the likes of Marseille struggling there, and Shamrock Rovers bottom of the table right now. Marseille, when I first saw that the teams that we're going to be facing, I thought that could be our most difficult game, Marseille. But they are struggling. Celtic as well, not doing too well, only picking up 3 points from their first 3 games. And the likes of Bilbao, Fiorentina, not doing too well. But at the same time, you would expect both teams to go on and finish in the top 24. I will rotate in this game purely because, we have won our last 3 games, and the fact that our next couple of games, we have got Newcastle and Chelsea, and we've got two important players injured for us right now, the likes of Daniel and Wang Jae-won, our new signing in the summer, and it's left us a little bit short, I've got to say. The likes of Leonard starts, Nene starts, Cantwell just starting behind those strikers and the tip of the diamond, and Flamingo starts in that left-sided centre-back position, and that means Koulibaly gets a rest for this one. The strange thing about our Europa League campaign this season is the better the teams on paper, the more easier we have found the games, which is strange enough, which it's sort of making me now think the fact that on paper, Karabakh might just be our easiest game. Does this mean this might be our hardest test, our toughest opponent in this season's Europa League campaign? But that's the starting 11 again, heavily rotated. We're going to take a look here what Karabakh has got to offer. Okay, they've got Yassin Benzia in there. Who remembers that lad? Olympique Lyon, he went to Lille as well. One of those players. At 17, 18, he looked like a superstar, FIFA legend. A lot of people, if you've been playing the game for a while, 2017, 2018, now everyone would have signed him as, one of those 17, 18 years of age talents coming on. I mean, the potential was ridiculous. I wonder what happened to the lad. Last I remember, and when I went online reading about him a little bit, a lot of people seemed to, oh my God, the shot's been blocked. Oh, excellent there. Rankin Costello is giving it away. And we have conceded so early in this game. Not the start that we needed here at home to Karabakh. That is just awful, man. Just gave it away there, Costello. And there's not much the keeper would have done. And it's Vieira with the finish for them. I was going to say, last I read online about him, a lot of people seem to have the opinion that talking about age fraud a lot. I'm not quite sure how true that is. A lot of people saying when he was 17, 18 at the time, he must have been about 27, 28. And funnily enough, at the age of 22, that's when he hit his peak, which that would sort of coincide with his 27, 28 in real life. Oh, what a finish. Are we going to call this the Flying Englishman? We saw Van Persie do this in the World Cup, the Flying Dutchman finish. And what a ball that was from midfield. The diving header as well. We're just going to take one more look at this again. Look at this for a ball though from Travis. Oh, wow. We're gonna call that the Flying Englishman. What a finish that was. To be honest, the way the goalkeeper came out of his box that easy, it made the finish a lot more easier. But what a start to this game. It's only, 12 minutes, 13 minutes into the game? And we've already seen both teams get goals, 2 goals already in the opening 12 minutes of this game. If it carries on like this, we might expect a game where there are so many goals involved. It's Vieira again. He somehow managed to find himself one-on-one. And Karabag have made it 2-1, 14 minutes into the game. And there's 3 goals already. I mentioned right before the start the fact that on paper, this might be our easiest opponent. It's just made me think, are we going to struggle? Come on, we've got to be better here defensively, man. We can't concede 2 goals in the first 14 minutes of a game like this. Hoffenheim taking the lead there against AEK Athens. And Cantwell, the ball to Cantwell was just superb. 26 minutes into the game. And we've already seen both teams score 2 goals, 4 goals in the opening 26 minutes. That is just ridiculous, but that's a lovely, lovely pass there. It's that Diomande with the pass there. Lovely finish as well. We have managed to keep it level here. Maybe not. Oh, the pullback, the save. Straight into the hands of Piers. And that was much more comfortable for him. Big opportunity there for Karabag to take the lead into the break. But no, both teams will go into the half. 2-2 draw, and Juninho Vieira have scored a brace for them. We've got to be careful here, man. The longer this game carry on, gotta be honest, Karabag have been by far the better team in this game. The longer this game carries on at 2-2, you just think, are these gonna have a chance and punish us? Oh, taking too much time there, Harry Leonard, and the defender makes a last-ditch interception. I thought that was Ludovic Rees for a second there, but it's not. It's another player. He's been taken off and he's been replaced by Janko. It's been blocked off the line. I think that's Walter Berger, if I'm not mistaken, with the header there. Blocked off the line. Well, it looked like Walter Berger. It might be someone else. Come on. Don't step out. Force him out wide. There you go. Force him out wide. Pull back. Pass into the box to Juninho Vieira going for the hat-trick. But what a save yet again. 10 minutes to go here. Nene, 10. Out wide. Okay. Good ball. Costello. Can we find someone in the box? Pull back from Costello. Trying to find Leonard in the box, but excellently defended. Tell you what, the way that first half went, the second half, I've got to say, have been a little bit disappointing considering we saw 4 goals in the first half. And so far, none scored in the second half. Nene, that's the run from Leonard. But I think it's gone a little bit too early. Oh, what an opportunity that could have been. Just hold the run for a little bit longer. And he could have found himself one-on-one there with the Karabag goalkeeper. Come on, it's now or never, lads. Buckley, the shot's blocked. The referee will let us carry on. Oh, try to be too cute there with Diomande, I believe. And Karabag still possession back, and that means the referee ends the game. It's a 2-2. It's not a bad point, I've got to say, but we were awful in that first half, you know. Results are not looking particularly, what's the word I'm looking for, impressive right now. Don't get me wrong, we're not the worst team in the division or anything. It's just that at the moment, we're struggling to get wins. It's so many draws. But to be honest, some of the draws, you would say good draws for us. West Ham, they are in the top 4 right now. A draw against them is a decent point. We should have won the game against Tottenham last second or last kick of the game. Penalty that we missed. Controversial. Some would say if we had gone on to score that penalty, it should not have been a penalty, but that was a draw. Karabag, and we did rotate. And given how that game went and how we're doing in the Europa League, you would say it's a decent point for us. It would be nice to start picking up wins again, but at the moment, we're just finding that a little tricky. But coming up against Newcastle, Anthony Gordon should probably start for them, Alexander Isak as well. So our back 4 would be expected a busy game here, and John Buckley starting in that right back position as well. it's going to be a difficult game for him coming up against Anthony Gordon. But Walter Berger starts as well. We are hoping he can give us that little bit of stability in midfield. Flamingo, a player that I do have high hopes for. He keeps on improving. He starts this one. Burrows, he started, a little bit of a shaky start at Live to Blackburn Rovers, Ewood Park, but he's got better ever since that first couple of games. Todd Cantwell keeps his place, and Bonnie and Tyrese Dolan up front for us. It should be a difficult game, but hopefully we can pick up a point or maybe more. I tell you what, Newcastle are probably one of the most difficult teams to deal with in this game in terms of transition, in the sense that the setup almost like Liverpool on the game, that is, where their wide players provide little to no support to their defensive player. And that means if you do lose possession, oh my God, it's almost like you left yourself 3 against 2 every single time. And it works for them because they can be solid defensively. Jimenez there, and Gordon starts, Almiron starts as well from that right-hand side. McAllister starts for them in midfield. And of course, Alexander Isak up front. Normally, I would want my fullback to stay back and give us that, sort of defensive solidity. Hence, when we lose possession, we would always have 4 defenders and maybe the CDM, 5 players at the back. But the fact that we played a 4-1-3-2 or 4-1-2-1-2 formation, however you want to call it, it makes it so difficult for us because we rely on the fullback to provide the width for us. Tyrese Dolan, the shot's blocked. What a start. Rose going to whip this one in. Left foot, in swinger. Defended quite well though, and Newcastle will get this one cleared. Walter Berger, this sort of game is so important for us, It's really important for us. It's giving possession away there. This is what I mean. It's always this 2 against 2, 3 against 2 that you find yourself. But here you go. Koulibaly, I've got a feeling he will have to do a lot of that in this game. I've got a feeling we'll have to rely on his pace 1v1 against the Newcastle attacking players here. It's Almiron. Here is that attacking threat yet again on the break. Walter Berger though, big tackle from him. I said he's going to be important in this game for us if we are to get something here. Our 2 centre-backs and the CDM, they will be crucial in this game. Come on, let's keep possession a little bit here. No, keep possession. Keep possession. Morgan Gibbs-White. Oh, what a chance for Alexander Isak. What a chance that was. This is going to be an outswinger from Newcastle. They've won the header on the near post there, but nothing too drastic to trouble the goalkeeper. For the first time here, we could have the opportunity to hit them on the break. That's a good run from Cantwell. Surely, son. Surely, Todd. Oh, what a save. Oh, Johan Bonnie not in the right place there to be able to tap that one home. But what a big save from Nick Pope in goal for them. This is what I mean. Oh, no. No, Anthony Gordon. From one end to another, and Newcastle take the lead here. What a game, though. It's been an exciting end-to-end game. Both teams creating a lot of chances here. Oh, I knew that goal was coming, man. They've had 3-4 chances already in this first half to hit us on the break. You just know the goal was coming. And it looks like we might be going into the break 1-0 down here. Tyrese Dolan might have a different idea, though. He might have a different idea. Oh, he's done so well to skip past his man. And Johan Bonnie scoring the most centre-forward goal he scored for us this season. And that is being at the right place for passes like that into the box. Oh, that's beautiful. It's all about Tyrese Dolan, isn't it? It's all about Dolan there. And the striker just needed to be at the right place at the right time to tap that one home. This is what I want to see. I want him to start scoring goals with the same rates as he's scoring in the Europa League. It's going to be difficult because there are better teams in the Premier League, but I do believe he's got the quality to do it. Almiron not having a good half here. Come on, close him down. Close him down, son. Use that pace of yours, Diamonde. Use that strength of yours, McAllister. Somehow managed to get away from him. It's Anthony Gordon on the far post. Oh, what a save from the keeper. Substitutions here. Cantwell taking off. Nene is going to replace him here. And Dolan would drop into that number 10 position, allowing Nene to partner Johan Bonny up front. The corner is dealt with, not properly dealt with though, as we've got some defensive actions to take care of here. Anthony Gordon to McAllister, trying to bend one to the far side. And it's a save from Bazunu. What a game he's having here, the goalkeeper, by the way. Cross. Oh, we've dealt with that one, Koulibaly. Excellent. Nene, 10. He's got the pace. Can you get away from Ian Matson? We're going to have to go back to his left foot here. Where is the runners? Come on, we need a little bit of support. Too slow to give us support here. Nene will have to go on his own though. Oh my God, what a chance. What an opportunity that was. Oh, both teams have been so good. It's one of those games where if we lose, you go on to think, you know what, we should have done better in this game. If we win, Newcastle can say exactly the same thing. We do not deserve to lose these games. And both teams have had chances upon chances. I think this one would end up being which team would make the most expensive error, which would lead to that second goal. We've had to deal with so many of those crosses. Koulibaly off the line. Oh, wow. You can see how much the other players appreciated that. What a save. Time stolen. Come on. Valterberger. We know he can hit it, though. Looking for that little bit of space that we can create for him. We have created the space for Nene instead. Off the bench. And here we go. We talked about in the last episode how our central attacking midfielders are getting the goals. Well, there we have it, because in this episode, we've got 2 Premier League goals from our 2 strikers, and that is a beautifully worked goal as well from Nene. It was just nice, composed, short little passes here and there, movement from the midfielders, movement from the attacking players, and once you get that opportunity to just play in that final pass to your attacking player, and let's be honest, the sort of finisher that Nene is, he was never in doubt there. Now we have to hang on. McAllister driving forward. Oh no, no way. You cannot believe it. You cannot believe it. We have just scored. All we had to do was bring everyone back and try and defend this. But somehow, Newcastle have managed to break us down to get the equaliser here. I cannot believe it, man. I cannot believe it. But to be honest, I did say, if either team go on to lose this game, it would be so unfortunate, because both teams, they created so many chances. And honestly, in the balance of play, as much as I would have loved to win this game to take all 3 points, a draw is probably what both teams deserve. And Gordon, what a player, superb. I'm not sure how, but we've got 2 defenders in the team of the week, considering we conceded 2 goals against Newcastle. I'm really not sure how, but Tyrese Dolan up front there with Wang Hee-chan of Woes. I mean, I can see why Dolan was in there. He got 2 assists against Newcastle, but the 2 defenders, I thought Buckley had a decent game, to be fair, especially against Anthony Gordon in that left wing position for Newcastle. There is how many points? 2 places separating Chelsea and Blackburn Rovers going into this game, and 2 points separating both teams as well. Manchester City have now gone 3 points clear of Liverpool. West Ham level on point there with Liverpool in 3rd. We're still 4th, but the gap begins to close, and just 2 points separate ourselves and Chelsea. And that means if we lose this game, of course, we will drop behind Chelsea, which we don't want that to happen. We have started the season really well, but the last sort of 4 or 5 games, as I've said previously, we are struggling to get wins right now. Stamford Bridge is never an easy place to go to. Of course, Jose Mourinho building that reputation as well. I can't believe how long did he go unbeaten? Not just at Chelsea. I think between three clubs, Chelsea, Real Madrid, and it might have been Inter Milan as well. He went 9 years unbeaten. I'm sure I'm not making that up. That is actually a fact. I'm sure I'm not making that up. That he went something about 150 games and 9 years unbeaten at home, which it's remarkable, isn't it? But Chelsea have got some good players there. Pretty much one of the only teams that haven't made massive changes from their first season, which makes sense. They've got young players, and those players they've grown together. They've become better together. Not doing too well, of course, and not in real life. In real life, they are flying with Enzo and with the new Chelsea head coach, Enzo Maresca, I believe. They are doing quite well, but what a chance there for Johan Boni to put us 1-0 in front. We're not going to get too many chances of this Chelsea team, you know. And the fact that we have missed a huge opportunity there in the first half might just mean, once again, another Premier League game that might not go our way. That's awful finish from Jackson. Should have done better there. Come on. We're just counting down slowly right now. We just want to go into the break still in this game. Couple of chances created for Chelsea in the first half an hour of this game. If they were clinical, they could have scored two, but so we could have scored our own. Bonnie missed a fantastic opportunity earlier on in the first half for us, but Latvia controlling this game for them in that Chelsea midfield right now. What a young centre defensive midfielder. Excellent there, Tyrese Dolan. Oh, the touch was good, but got away from him at the last minute. Flamingo doing well to win possession. Valterberger, it's set up for him nicely. Valterberger, son. Oh my God. We saw something similar last season. Was it in the FA Cup against, I can't remember, whether it's the FA Cup or the league against Manchester City. We saw a cracking finish. We've seen him score a goal already this season, playing in that box-to-box midfield position against Tottenham, making the late runs into the box. But this here is a Valterberger's finish, as we have come to expect from him since we signed him. This long-range effort is so good at them when he gets the opportunity to unleash. He doesn't often find himself this forward, but when he does, he can be lethal. Vega. Big tackle there, Costello. Come on. Substitution for Chelsea. Scovolsin has been taken off and he's been replaced by, is that Federico Valverde? It might just be Valverde with the number 7 shirt. Oh, trying to go for the same tackle this time. But Vega read that one quite well, and it's going to be a goal kick. Come on, lads. We can hang on to the victory here. Come on. The fact that we have struggled to win games in the Premier League, a win here at Stamford Bridge could be massive for us moving forward. Morgan Gibbs-White, little bit of space. He's looking a little bit tired here. Oh, what a block. What a block from Latvia. I do like him, you know. Liverpool, of course, tried to sign him last season, but injuries haven't helped him. That has been his biggest issue. But I do think that there is a decent player in there. If he can just stay away from injuries, we could actually have one of the best Premier League centre defensive midfielders of this generation. And moving forward, the centre defensive midfielders that you've got right now, I really do think he's a complete footballer. He can cover ground, he can tackle, he can set the tempo of a game, he can keep hold of the ball. He can just do everything. He's really underrated. Not underrated. Chelsea had to pay big bucks for him, but you know what I mean. He's going to go against Valterberger, but not that time. Come on, 2 minutes. This is the time we conceded a goal against Newcastle. We cannot let history repeat itself again. Cole Palmer. Oh, that's excellent, Koulibaly. Let's get this one out. And we get all 3 points at Stamford Bridge. Oh my God, it's been a while. We've gone 4 or 5 Premier League games without being able to pick up a win. So many draws along the way. But our centre defensive midfielder secures all 3 points for us with probably one of the best goals of the season And that goal deserved to win any football match. What a win for us. A win for us here against Dynamo Kiev away from home in the Europa League will pretty much secure us qualification in one of those automatic places in the Europa League. I mean, we will do so well to get the win here, away from home, considering, once again, a lot of rotation going into this game. We have had to, I'm having to manage the amount of games the players play right now. The fact that we've got two key players still out for us when we have got a full team, when we've got every player fit, which might not happen this season again, because I'm sure a couple of more players will pick up injuries as the season progresses. We might actually not have a time this season where we have all our players fit. But if we manage to do that, we can somehow start going strong in this game. Or when we get to that round of 16 quarterfinal places, then we can start, taking a little bit of a risk, a little bit of a gamble with playing our stronger teams in both the Premier League and the Europa League game. But for now, we have to manage those minutes. We have to manage those expectations. And when you've got two players out, it can be really, really difficult to do. But I'm sure, as we always do, we have got a strong enough starting 11 to be able to compete here against a very good Dynamo Kiev side, although not showing that in the Europa League group stages right now. But this is a good team. I think they are in the Championship or Champions League this season. I might be wrong there, but I think they are in the Champions League in real life this season. The cross there into the box dealt with. Dimonde is going to track his man. He loves this. Oh, excellent, Dimonde. He just loves winning possession back. They play a lot of this dink sort of passes, which absolutely does my head in. You see, this is what I mean. When we have faced the French side, when we have faced the Dutch side 20, they always pretty much keep the ball on the floor, on the ground most of the time. But now we're playing a team from Ukraine, if I'm not mistaken. And all of a sudden, we're seeing so many dink passes from there. A mistake there for us, costing us a goal here as the home side Dynamo Kiev take the lead from terrible mistake from us actually. That's awful. Guerrero putting them in front here. I still think we can win this game. It's one of those where if we start creating chances, the floodgates are going to open. But for now, it's all Kiev creating the chances. If they don't score the second or they don't score the third, I still don't think this game is over. I don't know how. Somehow, I just have confidence that we will win this game, which is a strange thing to say when you're getting battered. But Harry Leonard here, that's a... Oh, I was just going to say that's a good ball. But well read by the Kiev centre-back, and Guerrero going for the brace. Oh my God, how are we still in this game, man? How are we still in this game? But we are still in it, and that means we've still got a chance to win it. Alex Scott's giving us the update there in the Hoffenheim game, as they have just got the equaliser. Silva getting the goal for them. Cross into the box, easily dealt with by Carter. That's a pass to Dimonde, who's got the pace to drive us forward here. Nene's made a good run, the touch's good. Oh, it's done well to keep hold of the ball. The pass awful now, but it's been gifted back to him. Easy gonna bury this one. Nene. Oh, that is the goal we have been waiting for. And we get it quite early in the second half. And it's a mistake from Kiev. We made a mistake to give them a goal. They have repaid a favor. Well, Dimonde, I said if we score a goal here, the floodgates will open. I was pretty confident about that. And we're beginning to play much better now since scoring the goal. The shot from Tyrese Dolan blocked. We've got a corner, near post. We go for the near post. Oh, I thought he was going to make that run. Just getting in front of the centre-back, or in front of the defender, I should say. It's another corner. Come on, 71 minutes played. 19 minutes to go. We can win this game. A Shipley taking off there. Who has replaced him? I'm not too sure, but someone has replaced him. Changes of our own here. Let's take a look. Morgan Gibbs-White, Walter Berger. replacing Diamonde and I believe Tyrese Dolan. Morgan Gibbs-White coming on, and I lost track of my words there. Morgan Gibbs-White and Walter Berger coming on to replace them. Come on, Scott Travers. There's Buckley in space. Walter Berger has made a ridiculous run there. He's got into a habit of scoring goals, and all of a sudden he's making those forward runs more often. But we decided to play that one to Leonard instead, who have not let us down in this competition, I've got to say. I think that is his 5th goal or his 4th goal in this competition. It's 5 in 5 in the Europa League. I just thought it was a little bit crazy there. Ever since he's come on, and Walter Berger, he's just consistently making those runs into the box, which I found a little funny, but that is the 3rd one. I said as soon as we scored that goal, the floodgate was going to open. I was pretty confident that we were going to win this game, but that was only because as bad as we were in the first half, or as many chances as we gave to them to score goals, whenever we went forward, there were a lot of spaces to exploit. I just knew once we get that equalizer, we will begin to take advantage of these spaces. And it was just clear to see. I was very confident that we would win this game. It would have been worrying if they took one of those other chances in the first half to score the 2nd or maybe score the 3rd. But when you don't do that, I'll tell you what, this Blackburn Rovers side at the moment, although not the finished article just yet, we have got the ability to punish teams like this. And that's exactly what we have done. Of course, Morgan Gibbs-White coming off the bench to score, and Harry Leonard getting that 2nd goal as well, which was impressive. But what a victory for us. Cannot be complacent here against 17th place Burnley. It has been nice getting back-to-back wins, especially the win in the Premier League. I keep repeating, it wasn't like we were terrible or anything, but it was just nice to get that win because we've gone 4 or 5 games without a win in the Premier League, all draws for us, which wasn't it wasn't ideal, to be honest. But if we had lost to Chelsea, we would have dropped down to 5th, and all of a sudden you start being brought into that sort of mid-table conversation, which the start of the season that we've had, I think top 6 is a possibility. Don't get me wrong, I don't think we're going to win the Premier League or we're going to finish 2nd this season. It's probably going to be between City, Liverpool, and maybe Arsenal again, finishing in that top 3. But we can certainly finish between 4th and 6th yet again this season, which will be fantastic. Talking about fantastic, Daniel is back from his injury. Not back enough to start, or not fit enough to start games. However, he's resumed that sort of light training, which would mean in the next couple of weeks, we can expect to see him again in the first team. And that leaves us with Wang Jae-won, who's still out at the moment. Flamingo is playing in that right back position. I think he can manage against Burnley, a team that, under Vincent or Van Son Company at least, they like to keep hold of the ball. Are they still the same team? I'm not too sure. But there are 1 or 2 players, Hannibal Mejbri, especially midfield, that I particularly could be interested in the January transfer window. That decision hasn't been made yet, but maybe we can use this game as a scout report for him. I'm going to repeat again, we cannot be complacent in this game. I know we have got back-to-back wins. I know we have got a great result for us at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. But this is not just Burnley. This is any team in the Premier League. If you are not 100% going into those games, you will be punished. And I'm sure Burnley will be no exception here. Let's take a look. Does Mejbri start? You've got Green in goal. You've got Masengo in midfield. Ali starts. No, there is no Mejbri in this game, which is disappointing just because, I mean, it's good for us because I think he's a good player. But the bad news is we are not going to be able to see what he's all about in this game. He could come off the bench. He's on the bench, I believe. Good header there. Is that Steves, the Burnley centre-back with the header? Diamonde over the top to Burrows. Oh, surely that's a pullback. Nene was right foot. It's been saved. Morgan Gibbs-White taps home for his 5th Premier League goal of the season. What a signing. He's looking fantastic piece of business right now. Every single penny we spent on him, he's telling us he's worth all of it right now because he's scoring goals, he's getting assists, he's getting into goal scoring positions, he's creating chances, he's dominating games on his own, which is good to see. And what a start to this one. Come on. Oh, what a ball. Nice touch. He's done well there. Morgan gives wide. Diamonde, I thought he's lost possession there for the second. Burrows, we need the support yet again. He's made the run. Oh, Diamonde's found him. It could be something similar to the first goal we scored. But that time, defended quite well. Having a conversation there with Terry on the bench. I don't think you're going to be having a game here, son. I'm not sure what they're discussing about. But it's certainly not giving him game time in a game that we should be winning, especially having the advantage right now. Koulibaly on the near post there. But it's nothing to trouble Green in goal for Burnley. It's a good first half. We have to be even better. Diamonde out wide to Bunny. Burrows is going to give him support. Oh no. Oh no. He's not going to stay down. Get up, please. We cannot afford to have another player injured in this game. You have got to get up. I thought Basuni could have collected that cross. He could have come out to collect that cross and relieve a little bit of the pressure there for us. But in the end, he's not done that. He's onside there, Hannibal Meshbury, by the way, who's come on in the second half. It's Hanoa Masengo. Is he going to put a cross? No. Big tackle, substitution time. Come on. That's a good ball to Bunny. He's still injured. Is he going to finish this one, though? Oh, Bunny. We're going to have to take him off. We're going to have to take him off. I just hope it's not too serious for him. We can't afford to have another player out for a few weeks or a few months here. Okay, Chulinov has been taken off and Olsen is going to replace him. That could prove to be a good substitution here for Burnley with 15 minutes to go. Morgan Gibbs-White taken off for Todd Cantwell. And a couple of other changes for us there to freshen up the team in the last 15 minutes of this game. It's just what we need, isn't it? Burnley are beginning to ask one or two more questions. Of course, we have taken Bunny off as well, who is injured. We just hope it's nothing too serious moving forward. But Diamonde's made a powerful run there, and it's a save by Green. What a chance. All I'm asking right now, oh my God, no way. That is Koulibaly down. No way. No way. All I'm asking right now is to not concede and come away with the 3 points here. But Koulibaly being down, that is not looking good. Olsen, the player who replaced Chulinov. Oh, we've defended that quite well. Burnley trying to force it a little bit rather than stick to what they do best. Come on. 2 players injured in this game, man. I mean, would we have rather gave up the victory and avoid those 2 players injured? Because those are crucial players for us, you know. Especially Koulibaly. I feel like we can cope with not having Bunny for a few weeks. But Koulibaly, man, that is going to be tough. That is going to be tough if we have to lose him for a long time. But we will find out. 1-0 victory for us. Fantastic victory. But feels a little bit down with 2 players injured. This might not be good. It really might not be good. But let's find out. We've got 2 players out injured. The question is, how long are they out for? Flamingo, Gaffer, it doesn't matter where we play you. We know that. To be quite frankly, I thought he was quite good at the right back position that he occupied against Burnley. But this is really not good. 4 weeks for Yohan Bunny. Okay. We could manage that because we have got 2 strikers. Koulibaly is out for 3 months. Oh, wow. Oh. So, at this point, although Daniel is back from injury, he's not quite fit yet. I think the next 2 more weeks he'll be back. We have got 1J1, who's still going to be out for the next 4 or 5 weeks. We've got Koulibaly out for 3 months. And we have got Yohan Bunny out for 4 weeks. I should have rotated. I thought about rotating him for the Burnley game. I really thought about giving him a rest for the Burnley game. But that is really, really unfortunate. But anyway, I think we will end today's episode here with a little bit of a bad news. Couple of players getting injured in our win against Burnley, but we are still in the top three. City are top, Liverpool behind them. Liverpool 3 points behind City. We're 1 point behind Liverpool in third, and that makes us 4 points behind the league leaders. West Ham have now dropped to fourth, 25 points. Brighton are doing well. Chelsea is sixth, and Tottenham is seventh. Leicester eighth, Manchester United ninth, and Arsenal and mid-table there. The bottom three, you've got Leeds United. I didn't mean to change that. I did not mean to change that. Let's just go back to that. Bottom three, we have got Leeds United. And bottom, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Burnley just about avoiding relegation. I thought that they were a good team, you know. They were a really, really good team. And coming up against them, we did struggle a little bit in terms of them keeping hold of the ball, which I expected that going into the game anyway against Burnley. But just before we end the episode, let's take a quick look at some of the top scorers at the moment. And let's take a look. Luis Diaz with 9 goals and leading the race for the Golden Boot. 9 goals in 12 appearances. You've got Alexander Isak with 8 goals. Gudmundsson for West Ham with 8 goals. Rodrigo of Liverpool and Doku Crystal Palace. Mano Solomon of Tottenham. Bruno Fernandes, Somerville. You've got Darwin Núñez and Richarlison all in the top 10 there. Victor Gyökeres with 6 goals. Openda, Gibbs White with 5 goals. You've got Bunny with 5 goals as well. It's a shame for Bunny because he's now going to be out for the next 3 months. But Tyrese Dolan there as well. 4 goals for him in 13 appearances. He's got about 5 or 6 assists to his name as well, which is good to see. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.